do another video of the Duo 2. Again, originally I had purchased it when it first launched, paid in cash, sold it, got a Fold 3, ended up getting a Fold 4 as well, took that back. Great devices, but just not what I needed for. I use 2 devices usually. Right now, like I'm filming on the 14 Pro, usually use that for the main device for texts and calls. I use this for multitasking, but I had picked this up on eBay, overstock for $340. Just has a cracked back, but you can still see the outline of it. Otherwise, everything works, fully functional. Front's good. Put a D-brand skin on it. Inside's good. So, doing this one-handed. Watch the one-handed tricks. But otherwise, it's a great device for what it is. But I'm gonna go over like the reason why I chose the Duo 2 over all the Fold series or the Vivo, Fold X, things like that. Anything with the Fold screens. Aspect ratio is bigger. So you see, I got 2 full-size screens. You can do this with the Fold series as well. If you open it up and you rotate it, you'll get the same idea, but it's a lot you have to do. You know, even with the 12L, opening the apps, and then you have the split screen. It's just different. So it's like, for instance, like if I'm, let's say, in the app store, let's say, and let's say, okay, I'm looking for an app. So I swipe it over here, and I could be in here like, oh, okay, let me see, camera FV5, let's say. Okay, so I can have that open, and I can search camera FV5, you know, and then it's there, and then I can look at it, see how it is, if I wanted to buy it, things like that, you know. Now I can go to the next app. You know, these are some of the things that's huge, you know. And I'm like, okay, I like that, you know, that's nice, you know. You know, maybe I'm in here and let's say I'm watching something on YouTube. Let's say they're going over something happened to the Lakers, you know. And then in the meantime, I can search over here and just look at my feed and see what else is going on.
That they lacked.
You know, maybe I see something on here.
I love
Razor Panera.
Similar player to me. You know what I mean?
Luxury
Someone
watch.
that, you know,
I can go in here and be like, oh, that's tight. Let me go and search for that. Razor Panera. It's just the idea of being able to, this is multitasking, you know? So now I can find it, I can look at it. So, you know, looking at the reviews at the same time. It's just the ability to do those 2 things at once, you know? It's a big deal, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? When I'm doing, like for instance, my crypto, and I'm pulling up like my CoinMarketCap, and I block that out, see my password, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at, you know, okay, Ethereum, and I can see, okay, Ethereum's doing pretty good. Let me see what Ethereum's doing. I can just go ahead and pull up some news on Ethereum, you know. You know, I can see, do some extra work. Okay, I can read that while I'm looking at the chart. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of things I could do with that, you know? Like move that over and I can look at something else, you know? It's just the freedom of being able to do something on the fly. Again, you can do this with all the foldable devices, but on the fly, it's just 10 times easier to do it, and it's full real estate. And that ain't hurt, so I don't have no issues with the performance of it. Battery's good, actually. Battery's really good. I mean, I don't have any issues with that. Never have. Mind you, after I sold it, they received more updates, but again, this is the reason why I run with that. When the Android 12L comes on here, we're gonna have Windows 11 aspects on there as well. I mean, apps like the you know what I mean, mail app's gonna be optimized so you'll be able to span automatically. I mean, to me, this is the best device, secondary device, in my opinion, for business needs or anything like that, multitasking. Again, phone calls and texts. I mean, it's still good text-wise. I mean, again, I split the keyboard up so I can do it with 2 hands. But, you know, I still have a second device for that. But, again, everything else is this.